When I think of my musical heroes, I think of the one most common thing that they all develop really well, and that's their tone. Regardless of whether you're thinking of Stevie Wonder, Pavarotti, Ella Fitzgerald, Dexter Gordon, David Sanborn, Yo-Yo Ma, Cannonball Adderley, just to name a few, they all had amazing sounds. And so when they performed, you knew exactly who was performing. If you're struggling with your tone, you're going to want to watch this entire playlist. Over the next few weeks, I'm going to post everything I can think of that influences our tones, from embouchures, reed placement, airspeed, articulation, and anything else that we can think of, all with one goal in mind, to help you and to improve your tone. Before we start our journey, I'd like to ask a favor. Please like and subscribe to our channel, Creating the Master Musician. It would mean the world to me, and it will allow us to reach as many people as possible around the world. Thank you for joining me on this quest. And so, without further ado, let's get to work. In order to work on our embouchures, or what I call the band face, you're going to need a mirror. Now, the mirror could be a full-length mirror, like in a bathroom. It could be, one of those that you use to get dressed. It could be a smaller mirror, like you would use, on a music stand, or on a compact. You can use that as long as you're able to see the wheel of muscles around your lips and your chin. It's very important to be able to see that. And why is the mirror so important? Because you need to be able to give yourself the feedback that you need. Nobody else is in the room with you right now. So you've got to make sure that you're watching and giving yourself that feedback. So if you don't have a mirror right now, you can press pause and then go get yourself a mirror, or go get in front of a mirror and then restart the video again. Okay, now I'm going to assume you have a mirror in front of you. So let's start with our corners of our mouth. There's the right way and the wrong way. Everybody say "we." Notice how that stretches your lips and it pulls it back towards your ears. That's definitely a way we do not want to play our saxophone. Now say "ooh." That's where you want your corners. You want your corners right slightly in front of your canine teeth. So again, say "we," "ooh." Pretend you have like a drawstring around your lips, right? Like a trash bag, right? And you go "ooh." And it pulls the corners in, making a circle around the lips here, right? Now let's talk about our chins. So once you say "ooh," it puts the corners in the right place. The chin, it should feel like you're stretching the skin across your teeth and your gums all the way to the point of the chin. Okay, and so how do I know if my chin is flat and firm? Because that's what our goal is. You should see little dimples or shadows on your chin when you're doing that, because it's stretching the skin, and all of a sudden now you're going to see little dimples there. So again, firm corners, flat chin. Very important. Lock down. We don't want it wiggly down here. As you're doing this, don't forget to use your mirror. You can have it in your hand. You can use it, move it around. Use your eyes to look down at the mirror to see a profile. That's important. If you're an instructor, a teacher, you should be walking around to look at their profiles to make sure that it looks correct. It'll look one way in front of you, and it's slightly different next to you. Okay, so that is really important. Now let's talk about the bottom lip. The bottom lip, we have firm corners, a firm flat chin, but the bottom lip, we want it to be soft. We don't want it thin and hard. That is a clarinet bottom lip. This, for saxophone, we want it to be soft. The reed is wider, and so we need to have that cushion for the reed. It's very important. If the lip is very thin, it's going to create a very thin sound and very bright sound. We need that cushion, okay? The next thing for the bottom lip. Now let's pretend these are your teeth and this is your lip. You don't want to put your bottom lip all the way into your mouth. It doesn't go in like that. We want it to be resting right on top of the teeth, but we also don't want to push the teeth up either. We just want to rest the bottom lip over the teeth to comfortably act as a pillow for our reed. That'll create that nice, warm, dark sound that we're looking for. So again, remember, corners firm, chin firm and flat, bottom lip soft over the teeth. No kissy lips, right? No, lips don't go out. That would be a little closer to a flute. while pulling the corners down, right? Slightly different. So it's over the teeth. And the last thing I'd like to remind you is, as you're doing this, notice you can still see the dark part of my lip as I'm doing this. I'm not letting it go in and it disappears. It's right over the edge of the teeth, right? So the edge of the teeth is the dark part of the lip, and you can still see it as you're forming your band face. Now let's talk about the top lip. The top lip should be firm, but not real hard either. We don't need to choke off the mouthpiece. It's just firm. Later on, when we go to the mouthpiece and we start playing on the mini instrument, you'll see the kind of firmness it'll need. The idea is to not allow air to escape through the sides of your mouth. But you'll get to see that as we start to progress through the next step. All right, so let's go over everything here. We got the corners firm, chin firm and flat, soft bottom lip over the edge, firm top lip. And that creates the entire wheel of muscles. So now that we understand the different parts of the band face, I use a straw. Usually a coffee straw for my students and myself, but if you don't have one, you can use a regular straw, but you're just going to need to cover up the end partially to get the correct draw through it, okay? So what we do is we set our band face, right? Bottom lip, soft, chin firm, flat, corners firm, top lip. Place the straw in your mouth, close your lips, and drink through the straw. Now, when you do that, you're going to feel the muscles get nice and firm, right? And you're going to feel that air. Let's try that one more time. Set your band face, drink through the straw. Normally with my students, I send them home that day and I tell them, all right, your homework for tonight is to go and get a milkshake, the thickest one you can find at whatever store or restaurant you want to go to, and drink through that, because you can tell your parents you're practicing your band face, right? So it's so important, okay? And then the next step is we're going to actually breathe in through our nose. We're going to set our band face, breathe in through our nose, and blow the air out of the straw, okay? So breathe in. Now notice as I breathe in through my nose, why am I doing that? We don't normally play like that, but to start off, I do that because I don't want any movement going on in the muscles. So I breathe in through the nose to start off with. We eventually transition to breathing through our mouth, all right? So notice as I was doing that, I was poking around, making sure everything's firm and flat, looking at the mirror kind of thing. Never stop using your mirror. Let's try that again. So set your band face, place a straw in, breathe in. Good, and we push that air out, okay? Again, you can check yourself, look at the mirror, all right? So once you're comfortable with using the straw and the muscles are starting to get stronger now, our goal is to be able to hold our band face or embouchure for at least 30 seconds. All right, so this is super important that we're doing this here, okay? Because when we go to play our instrument, that needs to be held still, it needs to look right. Just so you know, I still check my embouchure every single week, even though I've been playing over 40 years. I do not want to allow any bad habits to creep in. So that's really important as you're moving forward. Always do that maintenance. Once you have it set, check it every single day. As often as you can, don't allow the bad habits to creep in. Until next time, have an amazing week of practice.